those might be rain clouds. It's on its way. Hello, welcome to another video. We're just riding along. A guy came the other way, and about 100 foot away, all I could hear was his bike squeaking. Probably the squeakiest bike in the world. He definitely needed some oil. I guess he might have been caught in the rain. His chain's gone rusty. I looked at it as he came by, and it was very brown, very rusty. Why don't people oil their chains? Why is that? So I'm just going out for about an hour tonight. I went out a little bit earlier, hopefully to avoid the rain. I've had a couple of spots, so I'm hoping I might just avoid it, but you never know. So today's video, I'm going to give you a Chinese light update. There's a development. I'll come on to it. And if you watch Francis Cade's channel, if you don't watch it, you really should. It's probably my favourite cycling channel. I'll drop a link below. Well, he's just run a competition, a giveaway, and I won it. I couldn't believe it. I never win things like that. So what have I won, I hear ask? I've won a mouth mount for the GoPro, which comes in quite handy. So basically, you've got this little mount with a GoPro bracket on it, and you hold it between your teeth. It's got some soft pads. You can mould them to your teeth. It's got little marks on it, little degree marks, so that you can make sure you get your GoPro in the right angle consistently. So basically it gives you hands-free filming. Downside, obviously you can't talk. Some would say that's not necessarily a downside, but no, you can't talk. But it's good for filming maybe fast descents, things like that. There's been a few times I've wanted to film following people, or I've wanted to film going down a hill, and obviously you can't really. It's difficult to go down a hill one-handed and hold a camera safely. So it'd be great for doing things like that. And obviously if you're out riding in a group or with anybody, you can just pop it between your teeth and follow the group, you know. So it's pretty good. So I'm looking forward to getting that. And oops, just heading off road now, hang on. So yes, I'm looking forward to getting that. Hopefully it should arrive in the next few days. Those clouds are going to pour some rain on me soon. So now I've had the GoPro a week or so, starting to get the gist of it. Give you a little quick review of it. I'm liking it. I think the footage is really good. One of the things that's I've been really happy with, I mentioned it but not properly on the first video that I did, was stabilisation, and I rested it on the handlebars, and you could hardly tell that it was resting directly on the handlebars and would be bouncing around a little bit. And the track I'm just riding down, the bit of clipper footage you just saw, it's quite a rough surface, so holding it with one hand, not avoiding any bumps. Be interested to see how that came out, but I've been really pleased with the smoothness of the footage for sure. I've got the hang of generally of where to position it, because say obviously compared to my old camera, it doesn't have a screen to check your check how you lined up. So I've got no major issues with it. It's just a case of getting used to it. And my only minor criticism is it can be inclined to be a little bit dark if I'm going under trees and out of the direct sunlight. So there's been a few videos or a few little clips in videos where it's been a little bit darker than I'd ideally like. So I've been playing around with the settings and I've brightened up a little bit. and I think that's helped a little bit. But it seems, from what I can discover, that there's a little bit of a trade-off between the resolution that you film at and the speed at which the GoPro will readjust itself in terms of exposure, you know, going from light to dark. But other than that, I mean, generally an action camera is made for bright footage, you know, you're filming exciting things in the sun. But overall, been really pleased with it. It's a lot lighter to carry and it's a lot easier to get in and out of my pocket. The windjammer foam cover on it seems to work pretty well. But my only other criticism of it is that the main microphone is on the front of the camera. So as I'm talking to you now, it's absolutely fine. But if I turn it around, then obviously now you can see it's going to be a little bit quieter. And there is a different, let's call it a media mod, that you can get that clips an external microphone onto the side of the GoPro in a case, and it goes around it, and you actually have two microphones, one pointing forward, one pointing back. So that would cure that. So at some point I might get one of those, but it's not too bad. It's just a minor annoyance, and I just got to remember sometimes it might be a little bit quieter from behind the camera. Think again if you thought I was going to ride over those stepping stones. So, Chinese light update. I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, I'll tell you now. Look, it's gone. Just disappeared. Ceased to be. It is no more. It held on with a little, like a thumb screw, like a knurled sort of M6 bolt. And I did think to myself at the time, you can't get a lot of tightness with that, because all you can do is, you know, grab it between your fingers and it's just finger tight really. You can't get an Allen key on it. There's no nut on it or anything like that. And it went into a little aluminium block that clamps around the seat. Obviously, and any cycle, but particularly a gravel bike, if you're going off-road, there's going to be a lot of vibration. And then last week I did hear something. I heard a knock, and I thought I'd run over something actually. And I did initially look and think something might have dropped off, but I never thought about the light. So I don't know if it might have been then, but I come to turn it on and yeah, not there. So it's a little bit annoying. And what is also annoying is I can't for the life of me remember exactly where it was that I heard something. So I can't even go and look for it. So it's a little bit annoying. So it's gone, ceased to be, is no more. So if you do happen to buy one of those lights that hold on to the seat with a thumb screw, I would definitely recommend change the bolt. Change it to an Allen key or a bolt, or Loctite it on, or do something. Zip tie it on, but tie it on, because it'll break and fall off. So I'm not happy about that. Well, I managed to avoid the rain, so that's not a bad thing. Whilst I'm doing updates, I'll tell you about bottom bracket as well. Changed it. So new bottom bracket now. No noise. Listen. So yeah, changed it for Shimano. It was an RS 500 if I remember rightly, bottom bracket. And I'm thinking, I don't actually like the idea of plastic bushes going into aluminium frames for press fit bottom brackets. So I'm contemplating when it's next due at bottom bracket, getting a Hope one, one of the Hope press fit ones. They kind of, I call them a press fit, they're a press fit that screws together, if that makes sense. So if anybody's fitted one, I'd be interested to know how you got on. But I believe in those, you're going to fit an aluminium housing that will stay in your frame if you want it, you know, permanently, or you can remove it obviously, but it can stay in there, and you just change the bearings rather than changing the whole thing. So it's quite easy just to press out bearings, press in some new ones. That seems to be the way to go, I think. So I might do that when it's next due one, which hopefully will be considerably longer than 2,000 miles that this one lasted, the last one lasted. So that's you pretty much up to date now and everything, I think. So I shall see you in a few days time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share the video with a couple of friends if you can, help spread the word. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon. See you in a few days time. See ya, bye.